Alright, so that's going.
Alright. Let me bring up the live on my Facebook page. And then go do what I need to do.
No one's here to try out the chat? The new chat? Y'all see the chat on the screen? Y'all see what's going on? Y'all not gonna try out the new chat at all? He got his audio on. Should have known. Jerry on his way, y'all. I have to say, I still like my little thing right here. Uh-oh. Boy, do we have a show for y'all. Must be his headset. Should have painted my nails. Why do they make this so hard to like share? Just do it on my phone. What's up, y'all? Jerry's late, but that's okay, cause he owns this shit. Up. We have a 6 minute grace period. Apparently, it's standard. Standard. Standard 6 minutes.
Hmm.
I was telling them how
Standard. What's standard?
we have a standard 6 minute grace period at our company. We have a 6 minute
Mm-hmm.
grace period.
I'm starting the IG live now.
I'm just trying to get out of Facebook at this point because it's okay. It was doing this picture in a picture thing that I couldn't get out of. Like you couldn't just swipe it away like regular shit. Weird.
That makes stuff difficult.
Very. Oh my god. Like what was that? accidentally swiped to the left and I was in Fat Joe's live. Like, what's going on? Oh man. Oh, there we go. About that. Wipe off my camera a little bit.
Let me go ahead and do the same just because.
Down. All right. You ready?
Yes, I am ready. Hold on, I gotta bring the docket up. There we go. Okay, now I am ready.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, so to the people watching, what's up? You are now tuned in to another Talk Your Shit Tuesday. I am just Jer with the Lucky Laugh as she was drinking her red cup.
Don't ask me what she
Episode
drinking.
69. Episode 69 in this bitch.
Listen.
Just racking them numbers up.
It is February of 2021. Can y'all believe that? It's February of 2021
Uh,
already.
mhm. Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Happy fucking Black History Month.
It is that, ain't
We
it?
get to show our ass all month. Yes, we do.
Do we?
Um, yes. Even though we get to show our ass every day, 365, but in Black History Month, we get to be a little extra. Because they give us a hard time in Black History Month, but they realize and they understand like shit, it's Black History Month, everything going in their favor. So we get to show our ass a little extra. Also, before we get started, we are talking about Black History and Black History Month. RIP to Miss Cicely Tyson.
That shit hurt.
Yeah, she lived a very, very full and meaningful life. 96 and had just celebrated her 96th birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
I just knew that Betty White was gonna die before her. Like y'all couldn't convince
Yikes.
me
Yikes. You gonna
nothing
take Betty
else.
White out?
I've been trying to take Betty White out for years. Probably since like 2010. It's been like 10 plus years since I've been like trying to
Why
take
laugh?
because she is so old.
What did the Queen of the Golden Girls do to you?
She is so old. She's so old. She's not so old. Like it ain't time for her to go. And then I was like, 99? You're 99? She's so old. I just knew that Cicely Tyson was just gonna.
I'm trying to get that. I want to see everything. Let me
Do
see
I don't
three
know.
digits.
See, that's the thing about me. I don't be knowing if I really
But
want to be around that
but on
long.
the as the gentleman who just said who I told you about who was on the lavish journey the other day, as he said, though, once you die, you really live forever. So no matter what age you die, you're leaving a mark. Especially us out here going to be great and shit.
Listen, every day I wake up, I
Period.
find new ways to go be great.
Hmm. Yes, we do. What you been up to, Laugh,
I haven't been
in
up to
this last
anything.
week?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Mm.
And I like it that way. That's very that's 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 good for me. Like you have to graduate to this to nothing being wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing
It
being
take a
wrong.
lot of practice and hard work.
Yeah,
Yes, it
you
does.
don't just wake up and just nothing be wrong. But it's it's all about your perspective. If you
Hmm.
don't make it If you don't let it mess up your day, then it's not, it's not wrong. Get through it, you
Facts.
get past it, and then you won't even remember it.
Facts are facts.
Listen, especially today.
You know me,
Facts
I
are
ain't been
facts
up to
today.
shit but working.
Speaking of work, well, no, not speaking of work,
But
Ta-
speaking of work,
but speaking of work,
since we talking about jobs and shit.
let me start off
Mm,
with this, just to cover all this up. I got a raise.
Congratulations.
Now, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like it wasn't this spectacular fucking raise, which I understand because we're coming off a pandemic. I was furloughed, so I know the type of the shit that's going on. So like,
Hmm.
but I wasn't. But when I got paid and I seen it, and I was like, oh, I didn't have to do
Got it.
much more for this. Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear about Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, him stepping down. He ain't the CEO no more. He's still on the board though.
Yes, he's still going to be executive chair, and apparently I seen that this is not taking place until quarter 3. But then something else came across. I was laying in the bed with my woman before I came down here to go live with
Hmm.
you, Jerry, and something came across her phone, and of course she alerted me
Hmm.
because we both so messy. Apparently, these Amazon Flex workers.
Hmm.
You seen what was going on with that? 62 million.
I I
Yeah.
saw that it was
Let me look.
something about
Let
the
me look it up right
tips or
here.
something.
Something about the tips, yeah. So basically they were taking a portion of their tips and then, well, at least that's what they thought, but it's not even that. First of all, taking a portion of their tips is fucked up in general. I thought you supposed to make a base pay and then whatever tips they get, they get.
And this is
I
for
thought that's the point of
the
tips.
delivery drivers, correct?
Whoever
Because I
does
know,
flex, I don't know what none of this shit is. But
well, it is a flex in Amazon for regular employees, and of course, they don't
so
get
that's
tips.
just
So that's why
okay.
I'm thinking it's probably the delivery drivers and stuff, because they do have a flex for them also.
Right, and I see that the point of the flex workers is that they don't get benefits,
Hmm.
overtime, or compensation for being injured on a job. Okay, I like this. Not under the table, but under the table bullshit that y'all like to do. That's cute.
Hmm.
That's cute. Okay, I get it now. I get it. So y'all was supposed to be making tips, but you weren't supposed to be making tips.
Hmm. And Amazon was taking a cut of it. So was it like the?
And then flipping it like it was their wage. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's some rewriting going on. The fuck is this?
And they owe
Like
them
what is
62 million.
Oh
I'm gonna have
man.
to look into that.
Well, listen here. So I don't know on the grand scheme of Amazon and flex workers. I know Amazon is a huge company. I don't know how broad the flex workers are, but I'm thinking about this settlement of 62 million and how many people they have to disperse it upon because that
Mhm.
matters. If it's a bunch of people and y'all all got to share 60, like what if it was 62 million fucking people? Y'all get $1. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't how broad is Amazon Flex workers with Amazon? Cuz I know like I said, I know it's a huge company, but I don't know. I don't fuck with them. I don't buy from them. I don't like them.
I feel like it's a significant amount for them to see some money because this would have to only, my head, it would have to only affect the driving side. So it's either the people who have the Amazon trucks who be on flex, who be
Okay.
doing the deliveries, but
Right.
they also have where people can you can deliver in your own car actually. Like you just go up to a fulfillment site, you load your car up with a bunch of packages, and you get paid basically off delivering them in that block of time that they give you to deliver them. And if you do, you can go pick up some more and make some more money, or you can just be done for your day.
The second thing
So
that I
I
wanted to bring up really quick.
mhm.
$62 million is not a lot of money when it comes to Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
So
not.
something about this also tells me that this was just an error and they're just trying to make up for the error. I don't even think it was intentional, which is good to me. That sounds good to me. I wonder how far back they're going to go. I wonder how far back they're going to go as well. But usually when they reach an amount, cuz listen, if y'all know nothing about me,
Mhm.
I'll be scouring the internet for these settlement claims. Anything that I can sign up for, anything that I've bought, Roundup, Ocean Spray, T-Mobile, the Yahoo breach, all that. Lenovo, I got a $60 check from that. Like I'm always looking on the internet for claims. I'm always
She
looking on
is.
the internet for
She is.
claims. So when Johnson and Johnson send me a $2.13 check, I'm ecstatic. I didn't have to work for that. But I bought your shit and you owe me. And I got mine. So anytime I hear settlement and I see, listen, the one from TurboTax, if you know, you know.
Still waiting.
They should
What
not.
about the one when they breached the IRS? Still waiting on that
Oh my
check
God, y'all
too.
never getting that. That y'all never getting that. Look at all these stimulus checks y'all done got now. Listen,
Ah,
y'all was
what was
never
that? That
gonna
was
get
a hundred,
that.
like supposed to be $120, I
Oh
think.
my God, you'd have got that 10 times over round
Fuck
one.
that.
They
Fuck
don't give a
that.
damn. They listen. That's how they do you. That's how they do
I'm gonna
you.
have to make a post as soon as we get off the phone. Like, they giving us stimulus checks. What about our IRS breach check?
Uh,
I need that too.
Equifax, all them. Y'all signed up for some shit. I remember.
Run me
Y'all
all my
signed
money.
up. I remember when y'all signed up for that shit. And none of y'all got paid. None of y'all.
No, we definitely none
Put,
of us.
y'all didn't get
Thanks.
paid. Y'all wasn't getting paid for. I'm like, this is not how a settlement works. No, you have to go through. You have to go through some shit. Like, nah. They was like, oh, click this link. No, this ain't the link I know. This, this ain't right.
This ain't the
No,
regular links they be
this.
using for the settlements.
Yeah, Scott didn't email me about this. Now, when Scott emails me about the claims and the settlements that are being settled, I listen.
I can't with you.
I use that link. Y'all links didn't work, and I said that, but y'all just wanted to go on, and I was like, all right.
No, fuck that. Run me my ends. I want it all. Give it all to me. All of it. All of it.
Listen, it's been a
Now, if you
interesting.
see somebody ask you to bust a 16, we gonna have to do a
Who
episode
said
where you
this?
just
Who said that? Where?
somebody wants you to. If you scroll up,
Scroll up
they said
where?
hey, and then they said please at that.
Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. We go so far back. He
We gonna
was
have to
on.
do that one day
He
because
was
this
on
like
Twitter
the
with me.
third.
Yeah.
This like the third or fourth time somebody done asked like, but some a 16.
My guy. I fucks with him. Shout out to Aztec. It's been forever.
Well, since we talking about music and whatnot,
Mhm.
Anti just recently had its 5-year anniversary.
Yes. Is that what I wrote? Let me
hmm
scroll up.
hmm And never won a Grammy.
Never won a
I remember
Grammy.
Anti
Now,
not winning a Grammy. I remember Anti not winning a Grammy, and we always just like that's like her best album, her best body of work. She definitely deserves a Grammy for
that
that.
is one of the best albums of the decade. Like that is safe to say. Like it's anti. Come on.
Well, the tens, yeah,
Never won a
yeah.
Grammy. And you know what? One day I'm gonna go back to like 2016, 2017. It was probably for 2017 because it came out in 2016. That I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But it's it's a cutoff date for the year
Mm-hmm.
before. So this will probably be for the 2017 Grammys. I'm gonna go back to that because I need to see what the fuck
When all was snub.
was nominated. Because no, how?
What else came? Mm.
What else came out in 2016? Because I'm just gonna revert back to my 2016 playlist.
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot of snubs that year because we did get a lot of good music in that year.
Fast forward to now that the weekend is out here getting snubbed. First of all, let's just look back at the fact that Rihanna was snubbed in general. Rihanna was snubbed. What was that, 5 years ago? My God. For one of the
But
best
they're
albums of
notorious
the
for
decade.
snobbing. I mean, sobbing. They're notorious for doing that to black artists. Shit has happened to Beyonce more than once. It's
That is
happened
true.
to Kanye.
That
It's
is
happened
true.
to Hove.
That is
Like,
true.
we've already had this discussion before on a past episode. How Mariah Carey don't have enough Grammys. The way she was out here
So
getting
then
hits and writing hits, like it's just the list is so long
so then at this point, then why is the weekend so surprised when it happens to him?
because he's pop.
See?
If you ask me, that's what it is.
It's gotta
His
be. Cause
market and who he aim his market at is pop and Caucasians, and they've been feeding it up and eating it up, and he been eating it up too. And then when it got to the Grammys, it was just like, no, we look at you just like a colored, just like the rest of them. And he
colored.
probably was in his feelings
That's
about
fucked
it,
up, man.
which is justified because when you put out as an artist, when it comes to the Grammys, I'm never going to have a problem with them feeling some kind of way about not getting nominated for their work if they got all the acclaim and hype behind it. If
Mhm.
they got the record sales that support it, they running the charts that support it. They got magazines and books and fans telling them how it's done changed their life and they breaking records and stuff. And then they get this list that supposed to honor people for doing all those things. It's just like, damn, I ain't even get one nomination.
If I see Doja Cat's name or anything else, I'm smacking somebody. I'm tired of this. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like I get it and all, but come on now. And then the silhouette, that shit was right on time. Thank y'all. Y'all did it again. Y'all fucking did it again. Y'all fucking did it
Well,
again.
we had the internet has already been fucking with that song, that Doja Cat song. They've been fucking with it since it came out before the Silhouette Challenge. Silhouette Challenge just made it blow up more, of course. But it's a good song.
It's a good challenge.
Yeah, shout out to the
I
Silhouette
wanted to do
Challenge.
it. I
I'm
was so
still
mad.
thinking about doing it.
I
Like I want to do a regular version and an X-rated version. But
listen.
now since the sickos is out here removing
Not
the
even that.
filter.
The fact that it takes 2 apps to do something for 10 seconds, y'all got me fucked up. If y'all think I'm about to be downloading all these apps to do a 10-second challenge, look at all the work you got to do for 10 seconds. And then you got to edit. Oh my gosh. Don't ever watch a movie in vain again. Y'all out here
Ever.
editing shit.
I don't take nothing for granted when it comes to producing and music,
Oh
nothing no
my
more.
gosh. Please don't ever take that. I was like, so when I got to do it for a challenge for 10 seconds? No. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I have to download
That's where you
Snapchat?
draw the
Nope.
line.
You lost me. I'm done. Done. I'm not doing it. I'm not downloading all that shit, man. I got
Hey, I don't
TikTok. I
mind.
got one video. Ain't nobody watched it yet.
I gotta see. You gonna make me download it because now I want to see it.
Listen, you ain't even gotta download it. I don't even know how to add people on there. I don't know what the fuck going on there. You see my post the other day? I'm like, I do all this
uh,
other shit, and I
and
cannot
don't know how to work
figure
TikTok.
out how to work TikTok at all. At
Hey,
all.
it's TikTok is very entertaining though, of the clips and videos that I see. So
Listen,
it's like buying on steroids. To be quite honest,
I was
that's
so
all it is.
mad.
It's buying on steroids.
I was like, then why couldn't y'all do just the whole fucking video on Snapchat? Because the thing is, like, I had to watch several videos on how to do the silhouette challenge before I realized, bitch, you just watched two videos that got more than 500,000 views on it because no one else knows how to do this shit as well. So you have other YouTube creators creating videos on how to create these videos, and I was like, this is too much for me. I was done.
Too much. It's like all the layers and the steps. Like
Oh
what?
my god. So then you gotta Snapchat? Like you do it on here, you do the regular video on here, then you flip to Snapchat, and then you do the video on there, and then you bring it up back over here, and then you edit it all. It was too much. I'm like, nope.
So Snapchat must has the spotlight filter.
Yeah, they got the
Okay.
red filter. That's where you get the
Okay.
filter from. Cause I was looking on TikTok. I was like, y'all should just have the filter, but no, oh no, oh no.
Hey, Snapchat might have the rights to it.
To a filter that we've all had on fucking flip phones back in the day. Like, come
That was back in the day.
on. Oh my god. So they just what patented it? They just took they bought it. They bought filters.
They trademarketed it.
This
No,
shit
just
is
probably just
crazy.
that specific one. I don't know if they do that for their other videos. Like you got to use the two apps, but that might be a possibility. If I'm a tech company, especially after how IG came in and tried to just take that
Right, that's the
shit.
thing. That's what I'm saying. Snapchat did not create that. Like
So
we seen it before, but
so
at the same
that's
time,
that's not how trade marketing and
they're
patents
not.
work.
Man, there's no way
That's not how
that
they work. Well, that's how patents work, but that's not how trade
there's no
marketing work.
way that Snapchat just saying, "Oh, no one claimed rights to this. Let me just have it." I don't
I
think
mean,
that
that's how it
happened.
works. I'm just saying it probably didn't, but
This shit came on my Galaxy phones back in the day. Like that's what be pissing me off. Like I could have did this years ago. Why are we doing this in 2021? I'll be waiting on new shit to happen.
no such
And I feel
thing.
like it never comes. It's just always this bullshit.
Everything is recycled and repurposed, you know. When it comes to new stuff, to be quite honest, it's
That's why I
just
get mad
technology.
because
That's like the news be
everything
like in
is
it.
recycled and repurposed and I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sick of that.
Hey, that's why over here at the Everything and Then Some podcast and LLC, we stay true to ourselves. So.
LLC. Are we going to get into it?
Oh, but since we was talking about the weekend, we're not gonna get into a chat. He spent $7 million
Of his
of
own
his
money.
own money for his halftime performance Sunday.
And I got to see this. I have to see it. I'm excited because let me tell y'all, I've been to several weekend concerts and I couldn't wait for him to come here last year. He was going to come. He was going to come. I remember because I was like, "Oh, I can't wait for him to come to Cleveland." And I don't have to leave to see the greatness. Like I don't have to leave. Oh my gosh. Then the pandemic. Great. I couldn't wait for y'all to see the little spaceships. He popping up out the floor with the light and him singing better than he sounds on the records. Like I couldn't wait for y'all to see that shit because when I tell you
Mm.
that's what he
Uh,
brings,
$7 million though.
I need to see it and I can't wait to see it. This nigga had a
All
whole
that
he had a
background.
whole entire spaceship like Star Trek and shit. Like the shit was
I
great.
mean, I'm too spoiled.
I know, and I get that.
I don't
I
need
already know. I
I
already
don't
know.
need an artist to have all of that. Like just get on the stage. I mean, just the lights and the smoke. Oh, that like it's cool. I
For the
love it.
Super
But
Bowl
$7
though?
million worth for the Super Bowl for a 40-minute
Well,
performance.
you know what? Can we also add that I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but Budweiser, Pepsi, is it Coke, and maybe several other
Probably.
companies are not sponsoring the Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
They are donating. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it because I don't know how the money is pulled together for things of that
yeah,
nature.
because usually the halftime show is usually sponsored by someone. What's up? It is usually sponsored by someone like a company like, hey, Pepsi is sponsoring
Several,
this.
several.
And I
That's
know
that's why
that
commercials
it's
are
a
such a big
budget that
thing.
the NFL usually
Yes.
creates.
Yep.
And that because I didn't know it was the budget until Beyonce was on there. And she was like, I had to pay for some of it out of her own pocket. And I'm
There you
just
go.
like,
There you go.
what? But then I'm just like, oh, well, they get a sponsor. And I'm just like, oh, that budget not enough. So she had to spend more. Okay, $7 million though?
Listen, they're still using like wired mics for the national anthem. I
Yeah, yeah. Very
can we
dated.
quit? Can we stop acting as if the NFL like is about it when it comes to
The
entertainment? They're not.
technology.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not. They're not. It'd be Fox making the NFL look good. Y'all know that, right? If it wasn't for
Mm.
Fox.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
I'm gonna check it out because I'm indifferent about the
you watching the Super
weekend.
Bowl?
Of course.
Okay. Who you got?
Tom Brady.
All right. Don't be dumb.
I'm not
Don't be dumb.
I'm not betting
Don't
against
believe the
Tom Brady.
hype. Don't believe the hype. Everybody's like, oh, Pat Mahomes. Like, what about him?
I've seen him work and he is a star. He is quite amazing to see, especially for him being so young in the NFL, the way he just came in and really hit the ground running. I got it. Like he the next one up. We thought it was some other people that was up, and it was just like, no, I jumped right over their
Tom
asses as
been
soon as I
here.
came in. Exactly, but it's just like Tom Brady. I'm not betting. Like, I can't bet against Tom Brady.
You
He
know,
done been there how many times?
in my
And how many rings
lifespan,
did he take away with him?
exactly. In my lifespan of watching Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, let me tell you, I feel like we've been through three different transformations of the world, and he does not care. For somebody who has that type of history,
And
who's
discipline and
just so
just
proficient, I love watching him play.
yeah,
I like watching him get
yeah.
mad when it's his fault. I like watching him get mad when it ain't his fault. Cause there's a reason to be mad, and I'm like, yeah,
Be happy, be so pumped. Love seeing the
you know what
people
I'm saying? Like
when
he's
he be
so
trying to give
passionate.
high fives and the people be leaving him hanging all the time. Like
He's
it's just
so passionate. He's so passionate,
yeah, and I'm not betting against him, period. So
and I
that's
can't
that.
do nothing but respect that, and I'm glad to be alive to watch shit like that. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and
Fact.
act um like Mahomes is is some hoe out here. He's not
He's not
at all whatsoever. So I
like it's gonna be
like
a
the
good ass
whole
game.
game. Oh my god, this is gonna be a great game.
But I'm saying though, then the first time they go to the Super Bowl, didn't Tom Brady beat him? The first time they played against each other, or was that not a Super Bowl? That was a game going into the Super Bowl because they've definitely played against each other in a big game before.
Not in a big game, no. Not Mahomes. Mahomes
No,
is like
because
fairly
this
new.
Patrick Mahomes. second year going to the Super Bowl and like his third year being in the league, right?
I believe so.
And I think the first year that he went, I think it was the Chiefs. They finally had got there, and I think it was against the Patriots, and I think they won, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, 49ers. Yeah.
Oh no, it was the 49ers. Okay, well he wasn't with the 49ers then.
49ers and Chiefs though.
49ers and Chiefs. Okay, so it wasn't Tom Brady who beat them, but he did lose.
Right.
Who was the quarterback for the 49ers then? Hmm.
Listen, I don't know off the top of my head. You know, at some point during all this, I wasn't even watching the NFL. I was still against it. I know he's not asking me all these questions when I just started back watching football like this year. Just started back watching it. Like just started back being serious about it.
What's up? I like when she pops in. Love her. So since we've already talked about crooked Caucasian white men,
Mm.
you want to get into Robin Hood and how
Listen,
they finesse people?
would you say it was a finesse?
I would say yes and no. So give people a background of what happened if you haven't been keeping your ear to the news and paying attention to the stocks and stuff. GameStop was projected to go out of business, go bankrupt. What, this year or like late last year, whatever.
Shit, they've been closing GameStops since
For the
forever.
last few years, yeah.
Listen, that
So
was no secret. That was no secret. Like nobody
it
was
was
going to
no
GameStop.
secret. It was no secret, but they had never went bankrupt. Uh, so so basically, a bunch of rich white men got together. I don't know if they was all white, but a bunch of rich men got together over at Radiant. Is that what it's called?
Reddit.
Reddit. There we go. Radiant is an anime show. My bad. And they was like, you know what? We sick of Wall Street getting rich off these companies going under. You know, we sick of that shit. So we gonna buy some of their stock and flood some money into it. And that's what they did. And people who've been keeping up on stocks as of late because of the Robin Hoods and the stash and stuff, they was like, oh, wait a minute. Let me do the same thing. It's starting to creep up a little bit. It might bounce back. I can make me some quick money. That's what they did. They made some quick money. They pulled out. Those original people who was investing and trying to get it to go bankrupt and all that, they ended up losing money. So when they ended up losing money, they was just like, all right, let me get my shit up out of here.
It wasn't
The
even
rich
that.
people
It was
the
deeper
rich
than
people
that.
didn't like it. See, Laugh can go, she keeps up with the stock.
Yeah, it was
So
deeper than
what's
that. It was a whole lot deeper than
see?
that. So here's the version that I got for y'all. Jerry
Uh-huh.
is absolutely correct. A bunch of people basically what Reddit is, if you don't know what Reddit is, because I know it's too many fucking social sites, but what Reddit is basically think of Facebook groups and that's it. Just Facebook groups, no profile picture and all this other bullshit. You just got a username and just whatever groups that you're in are what you're in, and that's what you talk about. And so one group got big, huge, like 8 million users, right? They all said, boom, we all gonna buy these stocks right here. They cheap as fuck. We're gonna drive it up because that's how stocks work. I don't know if y'all know how stocks work, but the more the supply and demand, the
Mhm.
and a bunch of people are demanding the stock. So of course, the price is going to go up, but the supply did not. And so here's where it gets tricky. Robinhood is not as big as y'all think. Yeah, we all use Robinhood, right? A lot of people use Robinhood, but there are so many other third parties that you can use to buy stocks. You know, there's
The
Stash and
brokers.
Acors and yeah, there's all this other shit. Robinhood is just another way, another
Mm,
avenue. Doesn't
and it's
matter.
one of the newer ones.
One of the newer ones at that, but it's the easiest to use because everything, if y'all haven't noticed, everything is a lot about the user friendly part. Is this easy for me to use? They got the simple little colors, the green, the red, blah blah blah, you know. They make it real simple and easy to understand. And so a lot of people are going to flock to that. That's how they get their users. Now
Hmm.
that they have all these users, you got a bunch of people who are probably on Reddit and they come over to Robinhood and they buy all this stock and it's it's times so many fucking millions and they don't even have enough money. Even if y'all were to cash out, Robinhood doesn't have enough money to front you because y'all just broke the shit. Y'all broke it. So
Hmm.
what Robinhood had to do was limit it. So they put a stop. Nobody could buy anything. No one could buy anything of
They
of
did.
of GameStop, of AMC, and of BlackBerry apparently. So now, if you don't understand how to the multiple different ways that there is to buy into a stock,
Hmm.
a lot of people are just going to pull out, pause, and that's going to affect it. And now you're stuck with the stock. Well, they're stuck with the stock at this point. And so at this point, it's a waiting game because now people are gonna buy off the hype. Now that this is a story, now that this is all
Hmm.
popular, people are just gonna go on Robinhood. People are just now signing on to Robinhood today because they found out about this phenomenon. They think they're gonna get rich. They're gonna look at how the shit works. Look at how it works. Oh
Yeah,
my
you ain't getting rich
gosh.
overnight. Not with stock. Possible, but
The whole point of stock is
yeah.
to set it and forget it, honestly. You're not supposed to be doing this trading thing. But if you do it and you do it right, shit, you come up. Bitcoin, I used to do it back in the day and now that it's back in play, yeah, yeah, it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, so
But now there's too
that
many
happened,
different
people.
ways. Listen.
It's too many different ways. I just my issue with it, yeah, I knew they had to do it, but it was just like, yeah, you had to, but nobody told you. They coulda they coulda left it alone. Granted, it wasn't gonna be no way for them to personally pay the people back, but the benefit of stuff like this happening, it's showing people that we have more power when it comes to stocks than we think, which I think is important because we're sick of the billionaires keep getting richer off the stocks, and they have it set up for the little man to lose so they can continue to get rich. And Robinhood helped they rich friends continue to get richer while they had their little app shut down. Granted, they had to do it because they ain't had no money to front y'all. Understandable, but
Listen,
you're not Robinhood.
it's all
You're not
smoke and mirrors.
Robinhood.
It's all smoke and mirrors, y'all. Y'all think these people
Y'all
are
not Robinhood.
big tier company people? They are not. They are not. They don't have the money to do what they're already doing. We are one of the brokest nations. We are so broke.
Hmm. We so third. We so poor.
We're so poor. As a nation,
Thrive
we are
on
so
debt.
poor.
Thrive on debt.
Either way, though, I know I should have painted my nails today. Here's the thing, I washed a lot of dishes and I had a lot of good showers. So this little
Hey, we
paint.
try to give the good info over here. We do what we can. We do. We do what we
Thank you
can.
so much. What's going on, Tony?
Um, what you want to talk about next? Dang, we missed our opportunity to talk about
Chad.
Chad Wheeler when
Yeah,
we was talking
when we was
about
in the
football.
NFL, yeah, let's get into it
I guess we
because
can just pop right back into that.
this shit is sick. This shit is sick, and I'm tired of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all.
So what's going on with Mr. Chad?
He beat the fuck out of his woman, man. He beat the fuck out of his African American queen to the point where he wanted her to die. Did you hear this part of the story? I
Mm-mm.
don't know if you heard this. He proceeded to eat dinner. He ate his dinner, y'all. And when she came crawling out of the bedroom after being beaten to near death, he said, like, how are you alive? Or I thought you would have been dead, or something like that. Like, he proceeded
Wow.
to eat dinner. Like, he is sick. He is beyond sick.
Oh. That's on a whole nother level when it comes to these crazy NFL players beating up on their women. That's sick.
Clearly, I'm gonna have to put them on Regina's list of don'ts.
NFL players, yeah.
No
Don't. That's a don't.
veterans, no police officers, no NFL players. Clearly, no, no.
All that testosterone and them running into each other, it's too much aggression in a
Even
field.
to get even more deeper into that, no one's talking about it.
Mm.
ESPN has not said anything. They just go on about their everyday lives as if no one
They
knows that he
haven't.
just whooped this woman's ass like this.
That's interesting because ESPN is good for covering NFL players beating up on their women.
Yeah, I've
Hmm.
seen it, and
You think it's because he's white? I didn't immediately lead with that little healthy fact. He is a white man.
yeah, because we could have shut it down with no one is sharing the fact that Chad Wheeler whooped his woman's ass because he's white. We could have just led with that. We could have just said that
Hmm.
and just been done. But we just, the real want to see the pictures.
The pitch. Oh, I don't got the laugh. You got the pictures?
I don't know. Maybe I can bring it up.
That's insane.
The pictures were awful. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
It's
Um,
definitely because he's white and she's black. Because even if it was
oh no, because he whipped her ass because she wouldn't bow to him. Did you read that part? Read that part. That's what I read.
how long have they been dating and married?
I ain't read none of that. I just read what was put in my
Hmm.
face. But listen,
Hmm. Wow. This is sick. This been going on for a while in their little relationship.
beyond sick.
Did she leave? Like, is she in a hospital? I know
Listen, I
she's
don't
alive.
know.
Thank God for that.
I don't know, y'all.
I hope she has a. I hope this is her. No, sis, you gotta go.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this mess?
Mm-mm. It's just us and
She was
the.
unconscious. No, not you. I know you don't see it.
Oh, I see it
Stream.
now because I got the Facebook stream up.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Listen.
What? These fucking ads. Oh my god.
Fuck them. They ain't gonna get us. Listen. It's not. I ain't gonna hold y'all on this.
Uh, he got to go. Something got to be because it's just. Mm, mm. I told my sister, I said, no, you can't date a football player. You can have any athlete, but a football, no, we not doing a football player.
Yeah, we can't do
Because
that.
first off, if we keeping it 100 with these women who be chasing the bag, I'm all here for. Hey, NFL players don't even got no money when it comes to the athletes. If they not a quarterback or a running back or a receiver for real, leave them alone, sis. It's not worth it.
At all.
Go get you a baseball player.
Yeah, they seem very
Go get you a
calm.
soccer player.
I don't know
And baseball players make money. Well, they're abusive too, and they're racist because it's more white people, but they make money. Okay, if you're gonna be chasing a bag and you want to get beat on because of that bag, at least be chasing a bag with a man who making 3 figures when it comes before that million. I mean, they getting hundreds of millions yearly over in baseball. They born asses. Okay, go get you a soccer player. Millions to kick a ball around the field. We don't hear them over about abusing they women. Go get you a tennis player, sis.
Well, we ain't gonna hear about it if we gotta rely on ESPN. I think that's the point. You know?
Mm. Wow. I hope she's okay out here in these alive and well. Since we're talking about white men beating up on black women, today I was on my way home with Michigan and I happened to hear some audio being played on the radio. This audio was of a young lady screaming at the top of her lungs, I want my dad. Where's my dad? Get off of me. I immediately knew just from the tone of her voice and that the people talking back to her that they were police officers immediately.
Mhm.
Because I had missed what the announcer said, what she was talking about before she led into this. I didn't start paying attention to the story until I heard the girl screaming. So, as the story and the audio plays, that's enough to just be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm just sick of this shit happening with police officers.
Right.
To find out that she was 9 years old. To hear that these police officers pepper sprayed a 9-year-old. Yes, she was black. Yes, she was. I learned all of that afterwards. And I was already feeling some kind of way about it. I just heard
Let me
a
ask you something real quick. When you hear that women, like that female police officers are doing things of this nature, does it hurt a little bit more for you than it does for me? Because anytime I hear
uh
that it's a female police officer that's doing this shit, that really hurts because it's like, wow, like,
I think it hurts me because well, I'm not gonna say all women police officers, it's just gonna be black women. And that's because one, my auntie Patricia, she was a police officer. And some of the only reasons I have good memories of police officers is because of her. She was an amazing cop. All of her partners and her friends, they were great. Like they were good cops. They policed the neighborhood like you were supposed to. Like they knew their names and stuff. So, but on that flip side, one of the one of the times that I have encountered a bad police officer, it was a black woman. And I'm used to being protected by black women. It's always been a black woman for me, elevating, pushing me, uplifting me, speaking life into me. Like, it's always been a black woman. Always. I know if ands or buts about it. So that one, yeah, when I see that it was a black female police officer and it's doing some shit, yeah. But women in general, no, because most of the time it is with the man. And we all know that when it comes to men, they're misogynistic when it comes to any woman, especially a woman in power. So they're not going to really respect them first off. Besides, like, oh, girl, when she walked into that man's house,
I was just
whenever I
thinking
hear,
about that just now. I was
yeah,
like, wow, how
besides,
can I forget that happened? You
yeah,
know?
most of the time when I hear a female police officer did some fake shit, I'd be like, let me hear all the facts first before I jump to conclusions because he might have deserved it, you know? But this story, it really hurt because, like I said, I found out that she was 9 years old and black after I had already heard the audio of her just screaming at the top of her lungs, saying, "Where's my dad? Leave me
And
alone.
I'm
You
glad I
you
didn't
can't
hear
be
the.
doing this to
I don't want to
me."
hear that. I do not want to hear the audio of that because I can only imagine as a 9-year old, especially in this climate. I don't know.
Laugh. That's
Yeah,
laugh. And
yeah,
this climate and the disc jockey lady, she pointed that out because she's 9.
yeah.
Think about all that she's seen in those 9 years when it comes to police officers, all the people they've killed who
Oh
look like
my
her, all
gosh.
the women
Right,
they killed.
right.
She don't know nothing but fearing police officers at 9 years old. 9. And
At
so
least
more layers to this. You know
when we
what
were
pisses me
9,
off?
we had Dare police cards. When you grew up in Euclid, you had police cards and shit. Like,
Hmm. You know what bothers me the most about this story, though?
yeah.
Why in 2021 are school officials, when they have an issue with a child, why are they calling the police officers?
Yeah, don't they have like
Why do they have to
school
pick up the phone
security?
and call 911?
They don't have school security?
They don't have school security no more in most schools because they cut it for budgets. You know, they love cutting the
Jesus
education
Christ.
budget when
Then
they need
just
money.
everybody just need to be homeschooling their
And
children at this point. Then what's the point?
most of the security guards that they do have, they be police officers collecting overtime and shit. Especially in the black schools. Shit is like it's in 2021.
In 2021.
Could you imagine being pepper sprayed at 9?
We were pepper sprayed at 12. Listen, if you were in the Euclid school district at Central during that time and you know that female officer that did it, black female officer that did it, if you know, you know. That was a lot of our first time being pepper sprayed. But that was 12. We were 12. It was Central middle school. It was middle school. 7th grade.
I was in middle school too the first time I
I
got
could
pepper
I can't
sprayed.
imagine being in 4th grade going through what I went through in the 7th
Elementary
grade,
school.
and I didn't even deserve to go through that. You see what I'm saying? We didn't deserve to go through that. Like, it was a fight between two girls,
And you just
12-year-old
pepper
girls,
spray
and
everybody.
and her as a woman, she just as a female officer decided to just pepper spray the entire cafeteria. If you know, you know.
Just sick. It's sad.
My
It's
God. For nothing, for two girls fighting in the middle of a cafeteria. It was Central Middle
well,
School. It was Officer
I was
Moore.
in middle school when I got pepper spray, but I wasn't at school. It was like a after
We
school.
was
Well, it
at
wasn't an
school.
after
She
school
she did it
event.
at the school. We
It
was trying to
was,
eat.
yeah, we went to like a concert with the Diplomats
We was sipping chocolate milk,
when they was
getting pepper
popping.
sprayed for no reason.
Yeah.
because somebody
Listen,
across the way was fighting. Like y'all got me fucked
but
up.
laugh is at this point. I don't even know what to do no more when it comes to besides continuously speaking out and using my platform to bring awareness to stuff like this. But when is it?
Um,
Like I feel like it's gonna be. I'm. I guess I would. I mean, when is it gonna start with the children? That's we
yes,
all love and protect the kids. When are we going to get to a point just like the police don't even need to be interacting with the kids? Because last time I checked, when a child is underneath 18, a police officer not even supposed to be present talking to them, trying to arrest them to take them anywhere
not even
without
that.
a
Just
guardian present.
these things, just the whole
And you know
exchange.
they called the police because quote unquote she said she wanted to kill herself. So a 9-year old says they want to kill themselves, and your first instinct is let me call the police to get
Well, no,
this under
she
control.
was also threatening to kill the parents,
Her parents or the
her
parents that
parents,
was at the school?
her own parents. She was threatening to kill her own
So
parents.
her parents weren't there though,
No, her
but she
parents.
was threatening
No,
to
this
kill them.
this wasn't a school thing.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay,
No,
okay.
the parents called the police because she wanted to kill herself. But
Oh, see the
she also wanted to kill them as well.
see the then the radio person did a bad job at leaving that key information out because she made it seem like the teachers or something
So
called
so wait,
the cops on the nine year
so the
old.
officers was like, you know, trying to calm her down, blah blah blah. They were trying to take her to a hospital. So they tried to put her in the cruiser. Of course she resisted. And yeah,
Okay,
the parents called the police on
okay,
her because
okay,
if my
okay.
9-year-old is threatening me, I don't know, y'all, because it's me or her. And you hate to hear it. You hate to hear it. It's me or her. I'm just supposed to do
Did she
what?
have a knife in her hand?
Listen, I don't know. All them things wasn't in there. But what was in there
Hmm.
was that they were trying to calm her down and put her in the cruiser. Of course, she resisted. Blah blah blah. And they were like, well, if you are not going to calm down, then I'm going to pepper spray you. And of course, she did not calm down. And so they pepper sprayed her. And of course, it was a female that conducted all of this. So now that you hear that part of the story, react. Because what do we do with these badass kids now?
Okay, so first off, before we get to that's why I asked did she have a knife or a weapon in her
Listen,
hand
I don't
because
have no kids. I'm
I'm
not going to
sorry,
speak on it.
listen, li-
I'm not speaking on
I
it.
don't have
I'm not
children.
speaking on it.
I do plan to have them one day, but let a 9-year-old, my child, say I'm gonna kill you or I want to kill you.
I agree.
I don't need to call the
They did not have to
I don't
pepper
need to
spray her.
call the
I
pepper spray.
agree.
I don't need to call the police officers for that situation to be handled
Thank
because
you.
you're 9.
No, not even that. If even if I do call y'all don't have to pepper spray her. She's a 9-year-old girl. I'm sure you got backup. Is one, two. It's a grown woman.
Hmm.
Clearly, that's one of them. And then it's a 9-year-old child.
9.
9-year-old child. I ain't got no nieces and nephews neither. Listen, I'm an only child. I ain't got no children around me. Doesn't
See,
that doesn't mean
Jasmine,
though.
we ain't got to worry about Brooke and Anaya. We ain't got to worry about that. Or Little Miss Mamas. We ain't got to worry about none of them. They already know. But it just in my head since I have that other information, I'm just like I'm still mad at the cops because just like you said, she's still at the end of the day
You
she's
don't
9
have to
years
do
old,
that. You don't
and you
have
don't
to
have
pepper
to just
spray.
pepper spray a
And like
nine
I
year old to
said,
get them together.
and like I just told that story about us in middle school, like I said, if you know, you know, that was unnecessary as well. And we were 12. Come on, we don't have to do this. I got a pet. Listen, if you pepper spray Baxter, you gotta die. You gotta die.
Yeah, because
Don't do my dog like
like
that.
it's.
Don't do my fucking dog like that. Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
But I'm still more mad at the parents than the cops because the
Yeah, cause
cops
you
aren't
you ain't have
trained
to
to
call them.
de-escalate a
You
situation.
ain't gotta call them.
The
Now, if
cops
you
are
was,
not trained.
if
They're
you
quote unquote trained to de-escalate a situation, but
de-escalate the
all cops
situation,
do is
yeah,
make it worse. All they do is make it worse.
they can't
But
be.
for a parent on a 9-year-old,
Yeah, unnecessary. That shit is unnecessary.
sit on her little ass.
Lock her in the room. Fuck her. Fuck these kids. Fuck these kids.
I wish I would have a child. I'm gonna kill you. Bam! Pop you right in your mouth. Let's go. What's
So now,
up?
so now that you experienced pepper spray, what is that gonna do? I would like to see her 6 months from
Pepper
now.
spray. Pepper spray don't calm anybody down when
At
they going
all.
through some shit.
I would
Now
die.
it will make
You might
you
you might as
be
well
like,
shoot
oh,
me, cause when I tell you I'm running, I'm running and coughing and crying all at
yeah,
once. You can't calm me
like
down at all. You might as well shoot me. You're going to shoot me. Like,
that's why the police officers pepper sprayed them and when they was fighting because as
oh
soon as
my
that pepper
God.
spray hit them, I bet you both of them stopped swinging at each other and just started screaming and grabbing their eyes or something. But
Listen,
it don't make you want to calm down. It just make you get madder and want to seize, like and cough. That's all it do. So how is
I am
pepper spraying going
dying.
to help any
I am
situation?
screaming and and choking. I am gasping for air. I don't know what new pepper spray they got out here. Same shit with storming the Capitol with old girl Elizabeth from Knoxville. Same shit. How are y'all breathing? We could not
It's
breathe.
a revolution.
Clearly. Cause how can y'all breathe through this shit? I could not breathe through that. I could never breathe through it.
Mm-mm.
We used to get pepper
Well,
sprayed at the
little
grid. At the club, at the grid.
little kids' lungs is different. Little
They
kids
not
can scream
they
for
should be
days,
weaker.
for hours.
No. No.
Little kids,
No.
they got good grips with oxygen in them lungs. Okay, have you ever heard a child scream for hours? Add pepper spray to it. I can believe. Mm-mm.
Oh my
Uh-uh.
God. He
What
said a
up, big
jalapeno.
decisions?
He said he rubbed his eye. He rubbed his eye with a
Not like a
jalapeno.
jalapeno.
It was ready to
No,
die.
that's some shit.
Listen.
Have you ever did that? Laugh. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's some shit.
Nah, I
It's
did
close to
some.
being pepper spray.
You don't want to wipe your eyes after flaming hot Cheetos neither. Anything flaming hot. Mm-mm.
What?
And don't get no
You asked for
head.
your eyes to get burnt after that.
Don't get no head from nobody that eat flaming hots, y'all. Especially that day.
Yeah, and if you like your face getting painted, just keep your eyes closed. Just keep your eyes closed.
Listen.
Because fluids that come out of a body into an eye.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Doesn't end well.
So you ready to get into some mess?
What mess we got left? Shit. I see
The
some mess.
mess.
I see the mess. Well, I see two the
The
messes.
mess.
Okay, let's get into the
And
mess
we can
then.
kind of tie the two of them together.
Yeah, why not?
Um,
Just really, well, lead. Go ahead. Well, you
so
know
in
what?
this
Hold up. Can I go get a refill?
absolutely.
Okay. I'll
Go
be
get a
right back.
refill. I'll
Don't
keep the people entertained.
you do that.
To the people watching, thank you for tuning in with us so far on the Talk Your Shit Tuesday, episode 69 in this bitch. Make sure you follow us on all of our platforms. That's the IGs and the Twitters and the Facebooks and the YouTubes and the Twitch. We got y'all covered. We everywhere. Just type in everything and then some, and we gonna come up. Thank you for supporting us and fucking with us. We appreciate the shares and comments and the views, the downloads, the going back, the rewatching. We fucks with y'all. We have merch. As you see, this is the last one that y'all haven't seen. Nice definition hoodies inspired over by the Library Live. His will be on the way. I can't show y'all the definition on the back. I don't know how to do it without y'all looking at the cakes, but yeah.
Without y'all looking at the cakes.
Yeah, So we here. It's episode 69. We appreciate y'all for fucking with the duo. Laugh is back. So let's get into this mess that's been going on.
Yes, let's do it.
And by mess, I mean T.I. and Tiny. Where to begin?
Where?
So, a woman by the name of Sabrina. I don't remember her last name at the moment. I think it begins with a P, though. I do remember that.
Par?
I literally don't know. I just know it begins with a P. She has made some allegations against T.I. that he put a gun to her head, said, "I will kill you," roughed her up a little bit. This spilled over into allegations coming out that T.I. and Tiny be doing drugs and having threesomes and forcing women to do drugs and have sex with them. A whole bunch of shit. Shekinah done chimed in like most ratchet friends do, So let's get into all of that. Because it's been a lot.
Yeah. I think the most disturbing part about all of this, honestly, is the stories that I read about it. Like, I don't even know. Like, we don't know if it's true or not, but like, just reading some of the stories, they
All
were
allegedly.
right. Reading some of the stories, it was just sick, all in itself, just wrapped up in a ball of sickness. Like, I didn't like it at all. And then I sent you T.I.'s response at the time. He didn't say too much about nothing. Just that, of course.
Very vague.
Women need to
vague with big words.
Right, very, very vague. And I'm like, oh, he's such a grand Libra. Like, he's saying all the things, all the correct things.
Which always leads me to believe it's some truth to
it. Exactly, because here's the thing. I know me. And I know what I've done in the past. I know what I can lie about. I know what I can say to cover up some things. I already know. I know before I even do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And so I always apply that. I'm like, I know that somebody else is doing the exact same thing. You have to, especially when you have that type of money. Like, I ain't got shit. I ain't even hiding nothing that's spectacular. You know what I'm saying? So he's gotta be thinking light years
So
ahead.
this is my thing. Before Miss Sabrina came out with these allegations, let's just go back and do a track record when it comes to T.I. and Tiny. They've been arrested before with guns and drugs involved.
Yes.
We've been hearing rumors about them for years that they like threesomes. Phaedra from Housewives of Atlanta accused Kandi of having a sex dungeon. And she said the
Portia.
information that she got was Well, no, Portia was the one who it happened to, but
Oh,
Phaedra was
okay.
the one who told Portia Candy did it.
Oh,
So,
right. You
but
right.
it
Okay,
was,
I remember. Okay.
but it was also, she said that she heard a member of Escape had a sex dungeon. And she just went with Candy because Candy is Candy.
Is Candy a freak?
T.I. was a part, I mean, T.I. Tiny was a part of Escape. So that's just, uh, we've heard Tiny, sorry, not Tiny, we've heard T.I. make very, especially in the last couple of years, we found out that he's very misogynistic also.
Yeah, he got some uh
We found out that his way of
some
thinking
issues.
about women, yeah, some
He got
issues.
some
Remember
issues.
what went on
It's
with his
very
daughter
it's a
about
little
her
bit
going
too
to her checkups and stuff.
a little bit too hands on
Yeah,
for me.
so it's just T.I. may or may not have been a drug dealer in his past. So if you just think of all those, and these are facts, these aren't allegations, like these are facts. Everything that, when you think of all this evidence that they had before them, everything that Sabrina said sounds true to me. Everything. Now, I'm not talking about all the other ladies who decided to hit her up and just like, hey, this is my story of what happened. And she was sharing all of them to her IG stories and stuff. But Sabrina said that they go get women for their to have sex with. That's been rumors for years that they enjoy threesomes.
I mean,
And they've never denied,
when you got
no,
that
we don't
type
be
of
out here
money,
having threesomes.
when you got that type of money, of course you gonna enjoy a nice threesome.
Hello. Okay. So, okay. And even us in our tax bracket, it's not uncommon for people to do, we have threesomes.
And I don't make
They're
much.
fun.
I don't make much.
Hello.
I don't make shit.
Laugh.
Mm-mm.
Last time I recall, people around our age, they do drugs before they have sex.
Yeah.
Listen, ain't nothing like smoking a bag before you get some action in.
Or some other things. Whatever you into, just do whatever. Like that's that's
So,
what y'all do.
so you don't think that the rich echelon of people up here snorting lines and doing coke and popping pills?
They are.
Okay, that. So like I'm painting a picture for y'all because everything that she said it hold
They
weight
are.
compared to them. He beat her up and held a gun to her head after she was fighting some young lady and disrespecting Tiny.
No, Tiny felt disrespected. Let's say that. She
So
didn't
that's not.
disrespect Tiny. According
Yeah, she didn't disrespect Tiny. She disrespected
Tiny
the young
felt
lady who,
disrespected.
yeah, by
Tiny
some young
felt
lady, and Sabrina
disrespected
decided
by
to
the
beat
young
her up.
lady. Right. And so
So, that sound like it happened. I know plenty of people who ride or dies for their friends and family. You get smart with one of them, you get smart with all of us, and she pops somebody.
listen.
Don't don't Tiny act like a bottom bitch when it come to Ti.
I don't know. I don't watch
And
that show, Jerry. I don't watch that shit.
if y'all don't know what I mean when I say bottom bitch, that's what a pimp calls his best hoe. That's his bottom bitch.
So,
Ti talk like and act like a pimp.
but he ain't. He ain't.
Sound like he is
Let
to
me
me. He just
nah.
not getting. He just not.
Nah.
He just not out here
Nah.
prostituting.
Let me nah. Nah. Let me clear it up. Let me clear it up right here.
Clear nothing up. He sound like a pimp and
No.
Tiny his down ass bitch, and they be out here having a time of their toxic life together.
But Okay, so
Thank
that's
you, Jasmine. She act like a bottom bitch.
okay, so that's
She holds him down.
yeah, in that own little bubble that they be in. Cause that's where they be at. Because I don't look at it like that at all. Like I look at them like them. I don't know. Like I don't see that y'all see. Right. This is an old friend that's coming out here with these allegations. So what Ti tried to
Hmm.
say about the young lady was that you know, that she was just gonna end up coming out saying that this is all for clout. And I'm like, what clout? Like this is I don't know. Like I'm looking at all these videos and everybody is just looking so convincing. I'm looking at these stories. The shit just sounds horrible. And I don't know what to think about any of
So,
it. But honestly, if it's not true and this is all just some weird fucking rumors, it's all in promotion for the new season. It has to be. Because why else would we be sending our friend to the shade room to report said things? You know what I'm saying? Like why else would we be doing this? You're
here's
not
another
pressing
layer.
charges. Like I don't know.
But here's another layer. Did you watch Shakana's live?
Mm-mm. When did she go live?
So
I see. I need
she
to.
went live the same day it happened. I'll send you the YouTube video I watched that had parts of
Okay.
her live in it. Shout out to Michigan. He helps me keep my ear to the messy streets.
Yes. Yes. Cause I'll be trying, but I
He's
can't
been
catch it all. Damn it.
yeah, and I'm not about the messy streets. I'm just about the streets as far as trying to keep my ear to the world, you know.
Hmm.
But Shakana's live, and I believe everything that Shakana say when it comes to Tiny and Ti because she's been there. Tiny is her friend, and Shakana gives the vibes of this is the ratchet friend who always down to ride, but she talked too much. That's Shakana. Shakana in her live said that she basically said she basically confirmed everything, laugh. She basically said that it was true. And I'm not and I'm gonna tell you how. Because she said that, well, Sabrina's saying all this and that and you for all black empowerment and all this, but when you gonna say that you slept with Ti and Tiny? When you gonna say that you used to help them find women to sleep with? And I believe her because after this was like her first video, and sis was in the hair shop getting her hair slayed. I could think by the background, the way she started twisting her bundles and stuff, I felt like she was getting slayed. That's already top tier gossiping form, and you can hear the people in the background laughing. So okay. And shortly after that video, that's when she came out with her video of her live, basically kind of apologizing and crying, which would make sense because Tiny probably called her and checked her, like, bitch, why would you say that?
Right.
And she also put it out there that she thinks Sabrina actually likes Tiny and is jealous that they're together. And I was like, well,
How
I
you
could see
jealous
that.
about a bitch married to her man? But forever. You can't be jealous about that, right? Am I off?
No, you're not off, but
Now listen, I
you're
done
not off.
unfringed.
We've seen it. It
I've
happens.
unfringed in a marriage or two myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not ever I was never jealous of fucking weird. You can't be mad at that. Like that's her man. That's her man. That's her man.
People do that though. They can't handle fucking with people in a relationship because then
Grow
they run.
up. Grow up.
Um, so in the grand scheme of things, and she even said, she was like, "What I got a lot for? That gun when Ti got arrested, that revolver with the long handle that holds the 6 bullets, the silver one. That's the one he held to my head." I said, "Oh, Sabrina might not be. She might not be lying." Like I said, I don't know about the other women who have come forward and shared their stories, but
Chat, chat everywhere. Let me ask y'all something. If somebody held a gun to your head, what y'all doing after that? Y'all living to tell about it and going live about it, or what? Just educate me, cause I've never had a gun held to my head at all. So I don't know what I would do, but I don't think. I don't know.
I've been robbed before. I've been robbed. It was 3 gentlemen who did it. Uh, One of them had me in the headlock. He was trying to choke me out, and I remember, this is how sick I am. I remember laughing because he was irritated that he couldn't choke me out, and I remember his friend saying, like, "Just get the gun." And he was like, "No, it ain't that serious." So in instances like that, your first instinct, Lemmy, is not to call the police or anything. It's just, I'm just trying to stay alive.
Well, no, I get
Period.
that.
Like that's
But afterwards,
and but afterwards, I didn't call the police because I was doing something I didn't have no business doing, and I was in a situation that I didn't have no business being in. I survived with my life. I took my wins and I kept it moving. I can't be mad at Shorty if she was saying all of this was going on with her, Ti and Tiny. All this was going on when he held a gun to your head. She was probably still fucking with them afterward. You know when you're in a toxic situation, you never leave on that first instant. It's you leave when you can't take it anymore, when you don't feel like you've reached your threshold.
let me.
When women, no, abusers, they abuse you, they break you down. Every situation you know ever heard of with a woman getting abused or in
That's
some
true.
type of situation, she doesn't leave the first time something happens. She leaves when she's at her breaking point. So I can't fault her for not ever calling the police as soon as it happened.
Listen,
And I don't feel no kind of way about her sharing her life story that she's been through now. I don't care that it happened 10 years ago. That happened when I was working at Walmart. That happened over shit damn near 10 years ago at this point. And a lot of people don't even know that something like that happened to me. So y'all gonna be mad at me now? Well, Jerry, why didn't you call the police on them? I'm alive.
no, that's not. That's not exactly what I'm trying to say.
Tiny and Ti and Tiny are rich, so it does make. Listen, if that was Ti who had said that to me after it happened, oh, I absolutely would have been calling the police. I'm getting that bag. I'm getting that money.
Listen, it's different times now.
Yeah.
That's why all of this is very, very dangerous. And so I still kind of think that it's just very, very weird that it just so happened to come out now. that's
Hey,
that's all I'm
Midwest
saying.
Candy, where you been at, sis? What's up? I'm sorry, y'all. I miss her. Y'all go check her page out and get y'all some accessories and clothes. She has a very beautiful online boutique. One of a kind. I'm sorry, one of a kind pieces that she be having. But It is very weird that it came out now because it feel like it's promo time. I feel like they show will probably be coming back soon, or they about to start
April.
taping.
April.
And we all know when it comes to VH1, they good for
Dropping bullshit.
starting some mess before the show happens, and they may or may not even talk about it on the show, and then the mess just disappear.
So basically, if this shit just blows over and we never hear nothing else about it, just know that it is VH1 once again messing with the tabloids to promote their bullshit. And we've been dragged in once again.
Yeah. Because even Shekinah was just like, I mean, well, and you talking about you all for outreach and protecting women, but you was out there getting them. And I was just like, in my head, I was just like, I mean, but that actually add to her truth more, because if we keep it 100, you do some fuck shit like that, you experience some fuck shit like that, then you have some realization like, you know what, this ain't for me. I'm not about this life. I ain't trying to be Tina's friend. That's just watching her
Exactly.
always.
Why would
That
you
make
go
change your
back?
lifeline.
Why go back? Now, all I'm saying is all these little things here is just all part of it. The shade room posting it, just it's
But you
all
know, the
part of it.
reason, another reason I felt like it's more true than what it is, than other people, is because I don't feel like the Shade Room posted about it enough. I feel like the Shade Room made 1 or 2 posts about it.
There was nothing else to post. All they had was old girl shit.
No,
All they had was old girl
no.
shit, and all they had was T.I.'s response. I don't think anybody else even really responded to it, besides, outside of the parties involved. T.I. responded to it. I caught that on the humble, and I sent it to you, and I seen what he said, and it
My
was
point
some
exactly.
bullshit.
They didn't post. They didn't post Ti's response.
They didn't
They
even
didn't
post.
post Tiny's.
They didn't even post
They
about
didn't
the
post
story
Tiny's.
until after the response, after all of it even fucking happened. It was the shade
That's not
room
weird
was.
to you, Laugh?
That is very
Not weird
weird.
to you?
No, but it's very telling. It's telling. It's telling. How did
It's not
everybody
telling to
else
me
get it
that
first? Besides the shade room.
because they got paid off.
We hear everything from the shade room first, and they didn't get nothing.
Because they got paid off.
To do what? To hold off? Because they still posted it.
Yeah. They probably got paid to hold off.
Oh,
Come on,
nah.
Laugh. No,
Nah.
come on, Laugh. Now, Laugh.
Nah,
You know that.
nah.
You know in the media world, that's how it works. Come on now. If I always report the mess first, and some biggest mess that's ever happened, and I'm in Atlanta, stationed with the mess that be going on, the Shade Room knew about this. The only reason they wasn't posting it is because T.I. or Tiny or both of them was just like, I want you to hold off on that, and slid them some money to keep them quiet.
Keep them quiet for one day? What is the point in that?
That's more than enough. Laugh.
More
Come
than
on now.
enough
Now
for
you know
what?
if Shade Room would have broke this story right after Sis made her IG post and turned the comments off, if they would have posted that post first, then they would have followed that up with T.I.'s lack of response, and they would have followed that up with Tiny's post talking about you talking about this your husband, talking about this with my husband, but you was just calling him your uncle 2 years ago, saying this was my son's uncle 2 years ago. They would have posted that. They would have posted Shekinah's video of her shaking her bundles that I'm gonna show you in the YouTube video. They would have posted the video of her crying afterwards, apologizing for all the shit that she was saying. They would have posted DJ Academic when he was talking about it and all the allegations that was being shared to her story, how he have it, but they didn't. And they're the kings of mess. They own mess at the Shade Room. So to me, when I saw their lack of coverage over it, I was just like, oh no, that Sabrina is some truth to this.
Yeah.
It has to be some truth to it.
It
Even if no charges are ever made. It's some truth to this story.
And their show is going to capitalize.
And eventually, it'll probably, if it's as big as they making it seem, eventually it'll be on some R. Kelly type shit.
on a deeper level, on a
Because
deeper
we
level
heard about
because
R. Kelly for many, many years
oh my God,
before,
that's what I said. That's the
and that
first
was
thing I
before he
said.
even got off the first time.
That's the first thing I said. I was like, so y'all knew that he was, even if you didn't even believe, you heard the rumors and you still chose to go to said video shoot. You still chose to go to album release party. You still chose to go to blah blah blah. Insert me being in any fucking room with fucking R. Kelly, knowing that he is who he is.
You know,
Accountability.
but sidelines is they cool with playing a role. I could picture a woman being friends with somebody like, yeah, that's your nigga. Okay, you can fuck him. Can't fuck nobody else. I'm your
No, they
bitch.
even
And
worse.
eventually getting her thing.
Married couples are the worst. I don't know if y'all ever go out, but I know, Jerry, you went out by yourself sometime and you went and sat at the bar by yourself and a married couple approached you on some bullshit. And I know it has happened to you because it has happened to me countless fucking times. It happens all the time. The married people are worse
I've never been approached by a married couple. I've gotten
together.
the looks and stares, yes, together, but I've been approached by married people. So yeah. And they love trying to the
Bring you
married
home?
couples love hitting me. They love trying to talk to me on Tinder and stuff. So married couples are leave them alone if you ain't ready to just hit it, quit it, and keep it moving.
So I'm sorry if Ti or Tiny was trying to invite me back anywhere that's not public. I can I can only assume what they want to do. That's
So
maybe
if
it's
it
just
comes
me.
out,
I don't know. Maybe it's just
no,
me.
because I wouldn't either. It's just like even though I know y'all got the bag, but what I done heard, nah, it ain't even worth it.
No, we
You
can smoke
think?
outside. We can smoke the bag outside. Like
Yeah,
we
basically
can do everything
public
outside.
settings.
Public settings.
Public
Like
settings.
we can do this could all be very public. We don't I
If
don't
this
need to go
comes
back to your
out,
room.
if this comes out to be true, could you see Phaedra coming back to Housewives of Atlanta?
I would love if she did. How I feel about Phaedra.
Because at that point, it would just be like, I mean, well, yeah, she did lie on you, Candy, but her lie was true. She just had the wrong person. Like, I just feel like Candy won't be able to hold that over it. Yeah, don't lie to our Fenty faces. You see the glow.
Listen.
Um,
Exactly,
since we're
but you know what to expect when you go up there. Am I correct
accountability,
or not? That's all I'm saying. You
accountability,
know what's going on. You know what time it is
accountability.
when you walk into the room. When they invite you back upstairs to they shit, you already know what's
Now,
up.
if it come out on some stuff on some, Sabrina done started messing with them after she started slinging these allegations because apparently this been going on for some years between them and saying stuff about each other. So she done messed with them since all of this. It's just like, all right, sis, nah, because you just toxic as them and you just feed into it. But as long as it's still this, I don't fuck with them no more. I'm just talking about when I used to fuck with them. Then I'll be in her corner until the end. Because granted, these are allegations, no facts, proof, or evidence has been presented. But on that flip side, if it walked like a duck and it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck,
I don't know, y'all.
nine
We'll
times out of
see.
10, it's a duck.
We just gonna keep a close eye on what's going
Keep a close
on.
eye
You
on
know,
it.
we'll
Just keep
keep
a
a
close eye
close
on it.
eye on it. That's all.
So
That's all
something
we're gonna
else
do.
that we've been keeping a close eye on that involves African Americans and guns and shit,
African Americans.
The Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion story. So last week we talked about how tabloids and stuff were saying that the charges against Tory Lane was dropped. Meg was just on some nice shit been dropped. They pushed it back because of the inauguration or whatnot. And remember, I was just like, that's odd, but whatever. So yesterday, Lav came across a nice little gem, DJ Academic stream. And he said that he had Tory Lane's paper. This stream was very long. How long was it? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, it was about 2.5 hours.
And we listened to it. We listened to it on the phone. And he started talking about it.
Yep.
So basically, it does seem like the charges were legit dropped against Tory Lanez.
They were.
Also, from what he was saying, it's basically Tory Lanez didn't do it at all. That's what they're going with. The people, the statements and stuff. They have statements now, the police officers.
It's a whole document. And we
They
sat
have,
there
yeah.
and we watched and listened to DJ Academic sit here and go through these court papers where the charges were dropped. And I couldn't believe it, but they said that there's no way that the things that Meg Thee Stallion said happened could have happened. Basically, it was like several lines of there's no way this could have happened. There's no way this could have happened. There's no way this could have happened. Like it was just several lines of it. I don't know how else to say it, y'all. So here's where we are. So what do we believe? Do we believe
I said in another episode, I always felt like it was more of a Tory Lane shooting at her than actually shooting her type of thing. But the first, when we all like to read these papers, Megan's first mistake is that she chose to protect him at first instead of just coming out
I agree.
and saying immediately what happened. Because once we were actually listening to the stream, and you know me, I'm all about I'm gonna listen to what you're saying, but I'm gonna put some realness and life shit behind it, and I'm gonna try to think in between the lines. I don't read between the lines, I like to think between the lines. Because from what he was saying, and now that they have statements, remember, wasn't nobody saying nothing at first, except for Tory's camp. And the statements that DJ Academic kept talking about was saying that these statements from these people was basically contradicting everything that Meg said and that Tory was saying. But also what Academic made clear in these statements is all they said was and kept saying was that Tory didn't shoot Megan.
Exactly.
They made it very clear to say somebody else did it, but they don't know who that other person is. But Tory didn't shoot the gun. So in my head, I was just like, well, if I'm Tory Lanez and I know I did some fuck shit, all the facts surrounding it are a little sketchy. Not even Tory Lanez lawyer. You got to think like lawyers. What's the fastest way for me to discredit Megan? Her first stream, she said when she went live, no, her first statements to the police was he didn't do it. Didn't nobody shoot me, whatever. Your streams, you crying, saying he did it, but he didn't. Then you make another one saying, you know, fuck that shit. I'm tired of y'all talking and changing stories. He did do it. Okay, we already got this doubt. What's the fastest way to get some shit thrown out? We just gonna hire some people to write some statements that say that you didn't do it. Y'all stories don't have to match up. Y'all stories don't gotta be the same. All y'all gotta say is shit, I was down the street and I heard a gunshot at this time. I didn't see Tori in that area. I didn't see no truck. That's all it take in a court of law. That's all it take.
Here's my problem.
Now they got enough people contradicting what Megan said.
Here's my problem with this entire thing, right? So boom, we find out that Meg gets shot by supposedly Tori, and that was a lot of our first time hearing that they were even involved with each other in the first place. Can I bring us there for 1 second? Just
Dating wise, yeah.
let's start
Yeah.
there. So boom. Now all of this shit is going on, and I feel like he's just acting in this state of I need to clear my name and myself and say I didn't shoot her instead of me being her man, because that's what he was supposed to be, right? Am I off on this? Instead of him being her man and saying, who the fuck shot my woman? If it's going to be like this. See, I feel like this situation is too extreme for it to be handled the way that it's being handled right now. And that's why I don't understand neither one of those moves. It takes me right back to when it first happened, and I was like, it would be really fucked up if this was all fake. Nobody's moves are making sense to me from an act
Nobody.
of love, from an act of I'm dating this person, from an act of anything. Like it all doesn't, none of it makes any sense. So I don't know what else. Anytime we talk about this, like I don't even know what else to say because I don't get it. I don't get it. Why does he not care about, if he's way more concerned about clearing himself of being the shooter. He wants to not be the shooter so bad. Even if he was, he just wants to not be the shooter so bad.
Because he's losing.
But if you're not the
Because
shooter,
remember,
you're
I
not the
said,
shooter.
but remember, I said it to me in the beginning. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I definitely said it in us having a conversation. It was weird to me that from jump, Tori decided to keep his mouth closed. Because in situations like that, lawyers tell you to keep your mouth closed when it's
Yeah.
evidence stacked up against you.
So he can't.
Because when you're 100% sure about some shit, like I ain't shoot it, I didn't shoot that gun, I didn't
Facts.
touch
Like
that gun, I didn't shoot it.
That's all you gotta say.
He should have opened up his mouth and be like, no. So to me, the fact that okay, well, you from jump, you chose to keep your mouth closed, didn't defend your character. You didn't have anybody in your camp defending your character at first. You didn't have any lawyers release no statements defending your character at first. They didn't start trying to do well. Actually, what they did first is y'all discredit Megan. And we done watched enough of Scandal to know when you losing, the first thing you do, and on How to Get Away with Murder, the first thing you do to win a case, discredit that person who making these allegations against you.
Yep.
Make us look at them differently. So from the way he handled it, that's why I was always just like, no, he did that shit. Now you got people writing statements for you saying you didn't do it. And just like you said, like he's very adamant on I wasn't the person who did it. Not on it didn't happen at all, just the fact that I wasn't the person who did it. It sounds like you just trying to hide your hand and save face at this point. And it's sad because she really did it to herself. And I love me some Meg. But if she just would have came out the jump and was just like, no, I'm talking. Forget it's not even about the whole no snitching thing, because it was her stance was on some more of a, I see what cops do to our men. And I feel like in that situation, since she didn't have nobody around her,
And
whoever friend that was there was with her was clearly fake.
that was perfect, wasn't it? I see what cops did do to our man. That was really perfect.
Yeah, like it just, it's very odd. It's very,
I
from
don't
jump, this story has been very
right,
just,
like that's all I'm saying. Like I'm
But the
not
only reason I know
saying
something happened, because we got video. Cops ain't pulling out, well, to my knowledge. They might do it differently in Hollywood. They might have some police officers that they could have paid off in Hollywood. Like, hey, get the helicopter out. Shit, that might not have even been a police helicopter. If we keep it in 100, this Hollywood. They got helicopters.
they do. Everybody does.
It could have been staged. It definitely could have been. Only thing that's stopping it from saying it wasn't staged is that it actually was police reports and stuff made. And if they would have came out by now that nothing happened, they would have definitely charged their asses with making a false police report like they did Jussie. What happened to him with the Jussie Smollett case? Whatever happened with that when Chicago was just like he made a false report and they was trying to sue him and make him pay all that money back and stuff?
I have not a clue.
Hmm.
You have to look that up.
Last on to something. I can see this being. Hmm. Hmm. Well. Well, hope is not. Laura hope is not, but if it is true, I hope she does find a way to get
I don't want to
justice.
believe that it is, but
I think and another reason why is this happens to Black women. This isn't unheard of. There's plenty of trash ass Cleveland men who disrespect women as soon as they feel some kind of way. We seen that video of the man in the store fist fighting the whole girl because she didn't want to talk to him. And then we found out later she was underage in the first place. And she was literally in the store fighting for her life against a grown man and people was just recording it. So we've seen and heard stories about Black men killing their girlfriends because they feel some kind of way and sometimes taking their life afterwards, so the story itself, it's happened. And I think that's why it's so hard for us to be like, I hope this isn't fake. Like, I hope they had that in his favor, because it's one of those things just like, no, that's not far-fetched. Just with the Tiny and T.I., how I just painted that whole picture for y'all to see, like, no, that's not far-fetched that some shit like this that they could have did some shit like this. Check X, Y, and Z. They still waiting to go to
then they
court.
said Marilyn
CPD is still
Manson and
pushing.
did some shit. I'm like, why are you in the same room with Marilyn Manson? No way in fuck. No
Like
way in
when I
fuck.
got that notification, I was just like, oh, so now Marilyn Manson has sexually assaulted. And I was just like, okay. Just like you said, why are you in a room with him? Like it's Marilyn Manson. Like, not saying he looks
Not
like
saying
a
right.
rapist or something,
I
but
never want to say it
it's
like
just
that, but
certain people. It's just like, why are you in the room with this person? Hmm. Because I ain't going in a room with Marilyn Manson by myself.
ever, ever in life, I'm never in my life going in a room with Marilyn Manson alone,
Yeah,
or
that's not
even
gonna happen.
in a group. Like, I'm not. It's not, especially in a group of people I don't know. It's not happening. Now, if it's me and you, and maybe we was on some type of double date or whatever, and we just happened to be in a room with Marilyn Manson, then that's totally different. But because I feel like we have control.
Yeah, because Marilyn Manson to get jumped like fuck. You tried it.
Right?
Who?
Like, I feel like we have control. I feel like we win that.
And calling the police afterwards because you started it. So we still get in the bag.
Anything outside of that, yeah, I don't think I would
It's just certain people. It's
be.
just like, I don't want to. You don't want to be in a room with them by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, y'all. Can't do it.
Accountability, as Lav says, accountability at some point.
And
At
it's
some
it's
point.
that it's that simple for me. Like, these people are
That's
not meeting you at your house. They're not walking into your house and raping you. Like, that's not what's happening.
yeah.
I'm not putting myself in these situations with people who already have like a reputation for the bullshit. I'm not doing that. I don't know.
No.
Should I be a
No.
mentor or something? Like, should I do that?
We'll get there.
Cuz I feel like maybe my black and whiteness is just.
It's needed. That's why the Everything and Then Some podcast and the duo are here. We have a very, if you ask me, we have a very straightforward
It's
black and
straightforward.
white
Like,
way of thinking, but we also know how to think outside the box.
yeah, I agree.
We try to see all stories from all angles.
I really try to. But sometimes
You
I just
know,
be asking myself, like, why are you even there? Why would you even be there? Why did you fight so
mm-hmm.
hard to get there?
Cause,
And now you're
'cause
here
just
after all
mm,
these allegations that everybody has heard of ever in life. And here you are in a room with this nigga, and you still decide to what? Be there? Why? Why are you there?
why are you there? Oh,
I've
why is you here?
I've left so many situations, y'all. You can literally just leave. Some of them you can leave.
Especially since Lyft is a thing now, baby.
If Lyft was the thing back then, if I didn't have to rely on said accuser
The
or would be
RTA,
accuser for a ride or the RTA, let me tell you, I would have been.
Ben. But now, any situation, I'd be quick to be like, "Yeah, I'll get a lift." No, you ain't got. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to
Bye.
go now. I don't want to wait on you.
And if we keep it in 100, like that's one of the reasons I don't go out broke no more because I need to be able to get me a lift home from any
And
location
that's
I'm at,
facts. That's
just
facts.
in case I feel uncomfortable and the people I'm with they still want to party and stuff because that's fine.
Yep.
I've never been one of those friends where I don't like the mood, so I'm gonna ruin the mood for everybody so all of
Right.
us can go. No, just because I'm not feeling it, you might be having a time in your life, and I'm just over here like, no, this ain't for me. I want to be able to leave. That shit was cool and cute when you was younger, out kicking it with your friends, and they talking about some. You ain't got. I got you. I got your drinks and getting you in the door. That was cool then. Now, I'm grown. Y'all dumb. Stay your ass in the house. Ain't no kicking worth it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Dummies. So that was episode 69 of another Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Beautiful. I don't think anything is going on this week for us to go live or anything, but hey, you never know.
No. No.
But yeah, that was episode 69 of the Everything and Then Some podcast. Thank you for tuning in and talking shit with us. As I said earlier, during our intermission, make sure you follow us and check us out on all of our platforms. You can click on our link tree, take you to all of them, or you can just go to any social media platform at this point and just type in Everything and Then Some, and we just gonna pop up. You don't even have to get to the some. As soon as you type everything and or everything in that and symbol in a space, we come up.
We hear y'all.
So get into it. I'm just Jer. She's the Lucky Laugh on all platforms. Come holla at us, you know. So until y'all hear from us again, go be great out here in these streets.